Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be knocking out another painting, doing another walkthrough painting. We're going to be doing Cubism. Beautiful woman, a beautiful Cubism woman. I love doing paintings like this because I get to have as much fun as I want with these. You know me, I'm really loose. I'm, stylish. I'm fast. I'm into the moment. It doesn't matter. The thing that I love about doing these Cubism free paintings is because it's a figurative woman. I mean, why do you think all the greats in the past, they always painted women? Because it's just a beautiful woman has the figure, she has the shape, she's a work of art. A woman's body, a woman's figure is a work of art. So I love painting women, either if it's the portrait, if it's the face, either if it's the figure of the body. It's just so much fun because there's so many different layers and curves and different angles that you can go with it. So I love doing it this way because it's kind of like I'm doing like a cubism, right? But I'm being loose with it and I'm letting it flow. And I'm also being abstraction, but also just seeing what comes with it because it's kind of like we're inventing and we're experimenting. So we're going to experiment with this one, but I already know it's going to come out beautiful. I can't wait to see what we're going to do together. If I can do it, you can do it. So join me in the free eBay art community so you can learn how to do this as well. And you can start making money as early as next week because now is the holiday time. So let's get with it. All right, this is our woman right here. And yeah, we're just gonna go straight into it. I didn't even do a warm-up today. I'm gonna be honest with you. So this is gonna be my warm-up painting. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited where it goes. I'm doing this one, but then I'm doing like 3 more of this type of style painting after it. So we're gonna see which one is better or, more loose. But I can't say better because it's subjective. They're all good. I'm biased. All right, let's just go loose into this. Oh no, that's crazy. Normally I do like a backwash, right? But I went straight into this. Do I want to do the backwash now or should I just keep it like is and let's work with it? Let me see. No, let me do a backwash. Let me do a backwash on this. Good thing we just caught that now, especially while the paint is wet. That way it's going to be easier and it's going to be more beautiful when there's a background and I'm not going to be too married to trying to fill in the white gaps or trying to be too serious with it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad that I just caught that. I know I've done that mistake before in the past, not on video, but definitely with art pieces where it's like I forgot to do this and I'm already committed to the principle inside and I'm like, dang, I can't go backwards now. I just got to go with it and either paint around or, but it's fine. There's nothing in art that we can't fix. It's kind of similar to life. There's almost nothing that we can't fix. Never think to yourself that things are so permanent in your life that you can't change the outcome or you can't move on from it to change the outcome. You have the power in your mind to change anything that you want. When I was younger, I remember, hold on, I'm going to use this heat gun. But when I was younger, I remember asking my mother, is voodoo real? And she would say, the brain is powerful. The brain can control any situation or believe in any circumstance. It's kind of like a placebo, but it's also like a reality placebo where you're able to change things of the brain is powerful. So I say all that to say that when I say that the brain is powerful, they say that's the secret to really manifesting the things that you want. And I believe that. You have to believe in it like a placebo. You have to be delusional of the future. You have to be a future, a time traveler of sorts, where you say, I know this is the outcome. Everybody else who's in the present, right? They're saying that that's not true for you. But you're already in the future. They say that that's how you manifest, is that you have to believe in it. You have to be a time walker. Tesla used to say that in his later years, he said that the present is theirs and the future is mine. I mean, that's how strong that you have to be in your mind, a way of thinking, that you know that you're going to be successful. You know that everything is going to work out, that you have power and control of your life and your destiny, your destination. No one can tell you anything. Sometimes when I hear people say certain things, or I don't really get negative comments like that too much on YouTube or anything, but then again, I don't really see it. I got blinders on to stuff like that. I don't pay attention to that type of stuff. You have to be the same way when it comes to your life and making changes and things that you know is for you. Don't don't live in the present too much. Don't think about what your circumstances are now. Act as if you already have it. In the community, sometimes I'll get from different cool members, they'll say, man, I can't wait till one day I can ship that much or I can sell that much. And I said, you can already. Because if you see it, then you can be it and you could achieve it. It's already there for you. Don't live in the present too much. The present is theirs. The future is yours. Live in the future, and then that's how you're able to manifest. You have to be delusional. Let everybody else expose themselves around you when they go, nuh-uh, that's not true. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to have a successful eBay account. Yeah, I will. But the thing is, if you live in the reality too long, then you're going to believe it, and it's going to go back to that placebo effect where we just talked about how voodoo works. Because once you start living in their reality, that's going to be the reality for you. You ever hear from somebody where they go, for example, they go, well, normally it takes this long for a channel to get this many views, or for you to have this type of success in your life. And then you go along with it. Well, so-and-so said that's how long it takes for me. Well, that's their reality, though. That's not your reality. Don't listen to that. Your reality is different. You're delusional. It's okay to say that you're delusional. You have to be delusional to be successful. I'm delusional every time that I show up to one of these paintings, because I know that it's going to be okay at the end. When I'm working on it the whole time, I'm on camera with you right now, and I'm vulnerable, and I don't know that it. I mean, I do know, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't know if it's going to work out, but I do know it's going to work out because I'm delusional. And I've been delusional for so long, where I know now it's just a trained muscle where I know it's going to work out. I just know what it is. And you have to get it to that point as well. I used to say this, the hardest part about starting eBay is starting eBay. That's why I'm so proud of everybody who's having such a successful launch. And when I say successful launch, I'm not even talking about the numbers yet. I'm not talking about whatever the metrics are, because that doesn't matter. I always tell you, don't day trade. I'm talking about you just taking the actions to start it off. And the reason why is because when you start off, you have to be so delusional, because you're not seeing any of the metrics. It's easy for me, Corbellic, right, to say, hey, don't look at your numbers. But I know you're looking at your numbers. It's human. You have to. And then when you're looking at your numbers, you're like, dang, I don't see it. But what I'm noticing, because I'm looking at all of your profiles, I'm paying attention. I see everything. That's one thing about me. You may not know that I'm paying attention, but I see everything. And when I'm looking at your profile and I'm looking at your art on eBay and I'm looking at your listing history, you're still committed. You're being delusional and you're still showing up to work as if you're already making the money, as if you're already a millionaire. And I'm so proud of you about that, because the hardest part starting off when you're doing eBay is committing on the mission, even when you don't see the metrics yet. And it's always like that starting off. That's why I hate when it comes to eBay that when you take your foot off the brakes, eBay will kind of make it like you have to start all over again. That is one thing about eBay. eBay will make it seem like you have to start it all over again. That's why I tell people, like, if you're going to do this, you have to be committed. And then if you do want to take that break or whatever, if you want to have vacation time, you can do that. But just make sure that you have enough volume in the draft bank that you're able to do that. So that way you're not worried about the store. And you have enough there that you could just enjoy yourself and enjoy family. That's the cool thing about being disciplined. They say that there's a saying that discipline rewards you your freedom. The more that you're disciplined, the more that you show up, the more that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And for example, you're disciplined and you're putting in the work, but you're also putting in a draft bank where you know that you have a vacation time coming up or something like that, and you're putting in away extra work just in case, maybe every week that you're putting away 10 paintings, 5 paintings, something like that. When it's time for you to vacation, you can feel comfortable knowing that off of your discipline, you're able to list consistently 20 paintings a day, even though you're out of the office. And the only reason why is because through that discipline, when you were working and just saving away those draft banks, you're able to reward yourself and have the freedom. You're able to earn that freedom because you were disciplined. It's the same thing with success or anything else. You want freedom, then you have to be disciplined. And then it's going to reward you the freedom. All right, now I'm going to go in with a 1/2 inch. No, let me still have fun with this 1 inch. Just so we could blot out some colors, and then we could go in with the 1/2 inch a little bit later and then do a little bit closer details of what we want. See, I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to these. And that's the cool part, is that I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's going to come together because we're just blotting in colors, kind of like a mosaic thing, but not really a mosaic. I don't know what to call this. Call this the Corbellic. So that is how that works. And look at that. I can already see where this is coming together. Or another way, how they also say, a lot of times when it comes to us artists, they say trust in the process, right? I know you heard that so many times. You got to trust in the process. Trust in the process is another way of saying be delusional, because you have to trust in the process of life. That also goes with life. Trust in the process. If everything always went your way, it would be so boring. You wouldn't want to do it. The only fun part is the challenge. And then when you look back, you'll be like, I don't know how I did that or got through that. Because you were delusional. You were a time traveler. The present was theirs, the ones who didn't see your vision, the ones who didn't understand. That's okay, that's their present. The present is theirs, but the future is yours. one of the best things that I've heard about it recently when it comes to manifesting as well, of sorts. It's like you've already, it's already been yours. So when it does actually happen, you're not even surprised off of it because you already visualized it in your mind. It's already been yours. You know, I was thinking about the art community for years, at least 2 years. And then wanting to actually put it into fruition, it's maybe like a year. And then for me actually doing the physical, we're building the course up and shooting hundreds of hours of videos on there for the courses. That was like 5 months. See what I mean? So now by the time now that it's successful and that it's going the way that I want it to, where we have a strong community of people in there, artists who feel comfortable with no judgment, sharing their work, and we're going outside the email list, we're going outside the galleries, we're going outside the Instagram and all the things that they say. For me, it's like, yeah, I already knew that's what it was going to be because I already visualized it. For me, it's like, duh, it's like a no-brainer because I've already put it in my mind. The present was theirs, whoever would try to be a naysayer, but the future is mine because I knew that's what it was going to be. Man, this is already beautiful. I don't know if you can already see what this is working out to be, but whoa, this painting is so beautiful. What I'm starting to do now recently, there's certain types of paintings and styles that maybe I know that it wouldn't do too well when it comes to auctions. But I love doing the paintings. You're working in the dark without knowing what your key audience is yet and what your demographic is. And then you don't really know, and you don't know what you're doing is successful, but you're still showing up. That's crazy. It takes, man, you have to be delusional. That takes a strong mindset. But anybody can do it. And then once you do it, once you get through that fog, which is the first couple weeks to 3 weeks, all the rewards are going to be there for you. And I'm just so happy to see that within people in the community who have been starting on the program, really making it work for themselves. That's a blessing. It's a blessing to God. It's a blessing from God. All right. Oh, I forgot my other water. We're almost done here. I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow underneath her. And then I'm going to go loose on the black lining on her. Hold on, let me grab my water real quick. All right, I'm back. I had to grab my water jar and I had to grab my actual paint that I use to do my linings and to hold. Even though I still have the black that's in the palette, I just use this because it's easier to hold it while I'm doing like lines and different things like that. So let's get to it. And let's get kind of loose on this. We don't have to be, I love this painting so much. I don't care what you say. She's mine. She's mine. And I love her forever. I love her forever. I'm just being loose with it. I'm not really trying to be like too clean up on the lines. I don't want to do that because then that's when it gets, ugh, I don't know. Teach his own. For me, it just gets ugly. I don't want to be like married to the lines. I've had work like that and it doesn't do well. And the buyers know that you're over there trying to be all serious. And they're like, look at this guy taking himself so serious. Comes out looking that way. And you're not doing the happy mistakes. Like, only way I can force the happy mistakes is by being loose. And that's also with the black lines that I'm doing. I used to be a detailed mosaic artist. Not like with toweling or ceramic or anything like that, but I used to do like mosaic paint style, a bunch of colors, and then take the lines and try to like have a perfect black line. And it was so much work doing it like that. And I said to myself, I was just bored. I said to myself, I was never going to go back doing that. So if you ever look at any of my earlier gallery work, a lot of it was that mosaic style of, I mean, it was beautiful. Of course, I used the projector, but it's not fun because I didn't feel like it was aesthetically beautiful, but I didn't feel like an artist. I didn't feel like I was pushing myself to any new limits. I wasn't seeing what comes out of it. Look at that. Huh? It's going to look so much better once I'm done with this black lines, because I'm still going to go back in here and I'm going to have like different colors that I want, that's going to push it up to really make it punchy and abstract. And then we're going to close it off with the white, and then that's really going to punch it up. You're going to see what I'm talking about. I think we're done with the black lining, and I might take the heat gun out. This is my first painting of the day. Don't hold it against me. It's beautiful. All right, now let me take I'm gonna take the heat gun out just so I can dry it off a little bit, because I don't like painting on top of black. It gets smudgy and smeary. And boom, let's turn the lights on, and then let's just put some colors down, see what we can pull out. See what we can pull out, see what we can put in. I don't know. There's no right or wrong when it comes to this. This is where I get loose and have fun. This is my moment. I've been waiting for this moment, this whole painting. You don't even know. These are the moments I live for. When it's like close to the end and I get to do the abstraction part of the coloring like this. I love this. This is what I live for, because this is the part that makes the painting come alive. Even if I mess up or if I don't. But there is no mess up. Kidding me? This is money right here. This is money. Look at that. We're going to use some light blue. And you see how I'm not like focused on where the color is going to go and what's the symmetry and what's the subject. I'm just painting. And I don't care if I'm painting over certain parts that had a certain color that looked like it was married to. It doesn't matter. That's also a beautiful concept of art, where it looks like you're confident in your decisions, where it looks like you painted over a previous decision. Like something like that. I just painted over a black line for no reason. All right, so I'm good with that color. Now I'm going to go in there with a pink, because why not? I feel like I want to. I'm going to do a pink, and then after I do the pink, then I'm going to go in with the white, and then I'm done with her. I love pink as well. Pink is like, I've always loved pink. It's a strong color. I don't know where this whole concept of only girls wear pink or stuff like that. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I had some really cool pink pants. I used to wear some pink pants. And everybody would be like, man, I never thought that somebody could pull that off, but you pull that off. Maybe that was too much information right there. Man, this is coming together. All right, now we're going to punch it in with the white and watch how money this thing is going to be. Damn. She looking good. All right, let's do this. Let's go in with the white. So you see how it all comes together, how it's like, now you understand the method of my madness, how we were working at first, right? There's always a method to Corbellic's madness. And as artists, we have to be somewhat mad. It's okay. No one understands. I mean, you have to be somewhat mad too, to also be, if you came to this channel, if something brought you here, the algorithm knows you're crazy. But also knows that you probably feel like you're past the point of feeling like you're a failed artist or so, when everybody else didn't have any hope, or they thought it was just a hobby, or even if you never even painted before. With the projector method, anybody can do this and just create. It doesn't even have to be anything like this, of course. I'm just having fun. Today I said to myself I was going to show up to the studio and just do paintings that I want to do paintings that I would maybe want to do if I didn't think about the market too much. Boom, and that's it. I'm done. I am done. Let me add my signature on here. Boom. Huh? Look at her. Look at that. There she is. Cubism woman. All right. And I love doing paintings like this. It's so much fun. Like I said, now you understand the figures, where you can add the curves, you can add the abstraction, you can add the cubism. It's just a beautiful painting right here. Huh? Look at that. And we did this together. If you want to learn how you can do this yourself, how you can make money starting early as next week, then join the free eBay art community, and I'm going to see you in the next video.